And who do you think's next in line, Dave?
Like he just said, that's what I was gonna say right there. Is I think we'll get a rematch. It'll probably be on 205 Live or even Raw tomorrow night, possibly. But I
Okay.
mean, yeah, I mean it's yeah. I would love to see Cedric. I mean, that's really unless they're gonna actually use. I would really love to see Grand Metalik go, but he hasn't even been on there. That would be a
Appreciate
great
that.
match, I think.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Grand Metalik is not even
and
used.
Neville, man, that'd be
Yeah.
awesome. Or do they go
Yeah.
DJ again and give him a pay
Well,
per
what
view?
about maybe Mr. Enzo Amore? Maybe that a
That would be
possibility.
different.
I don't know. That'd be weird. I
But
don't think
we'll touch on that because I'm gonna say something on there that I think a lot of people may take wrong, but especially since certain wrestlers are on 205. But let's move on to the actual pay per view where we had Rollins and Bray Wyatt start or open the show tonight, which is kind of different. I didn't think they would go that route. So let's go with you first, Dave. What did you think of the Rollins and Bray Wyatt
I thought it was
match?
boring. I thought it was really boring. I was like, man, I was kept checking my phone because this match was so boring. I mean, I was shocked Bray won, but it was just a boring ass match. I didn't even care about it.
Really?
It's probably one of the least matches I was looking forward to anyway.
Okay. Well, looks like it might be continuing with the feud, seeing how the match ended with Bray poking Rollins in the eye and then taking advantage of it and winning. That's a
Bray
Bray.
focused it.
Wow, Texas Kid. That's a Bray match for you. Wow, wasn't the
So
best.
Rollins,
Wow, man, the other people are being savages tonight. Man, that's crazy. What about you, Justin? What did you think of the Reigns Rollins and Bray match tonight?
I have to agree. I mean, it was not very good at all. Out of any feud on either brand, Raw or SmackDown, this feud is the one that makes is the stupidest and makes the less sense. It was just thrown
Does
together
what
to
is
me.
the feud? What is the feud actually about? Does
That's not.
anybody actually
I
know?
have no idea.
because Rollins called him a false prophet on that one promo. Remember, and he said so. That's what got Bray mad. I would have much rather seen Balor and Bray, and Balor wasn't even on the show tonight. I mean, geez.
Exactly.
Wow, the pay per view sucks so bad. Wow, I don't know about all that. Uh,
People
he said
because
Bray
Rollins.
isn't a god. Okay, it was really good. Yeah, I thought the pay per view was. Oh, we'll touch on that. Um,
Oh, because
so
Rollins pay per view was bad, right? That's what people
no,
are
no, no,
saying.
it was someone else. That was someone else actually. So Rollins loses with the eye poke. Bray takes advantage, gets the win. Looks like this probably
He
feud.
poked him in the eye, then Bray hit him with the Sister Abigail. He didn't just beat him with an eye poke.
Right. I mean, well, that's he took advantage of a move that is illegal as poking someone in the eye. That's not legal, and he took advantage of it. Did
It's a
his
heel.
finisher right afterwards.
I
That's what
mean,
he'll do. That's correct.
I mean, how many
Yeah,
times?
Baylor was sorely missed, and that Balor was sorely. Yeah, no Balor tonight either. Um, I don't know. I'm not sure what they're doing with Balor. I don't even think WWE does either right at the moment. Um, so yeah, Rollins loses. We're gonna probably see this feud continue into SummerSlam, I think.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Okay, next on the card was the match I was actually looking forward to, but kind of bummed me out a little bit, which was Enzo versus Cass. I guess I should have. I mean, I kind of expected going into the night that this match wasn't going to be very long, and that Enzo wasn't going to do much offense. And
kudos to the kid. He said that it probably wouldn't be much of a match, and he was right.
yeah, so Enzo comes out, throws out a heartwarming promo. I don't know if maybe it went a little bit too long, but it was still a good promo, a lot of passion behind it. He kind of went on and on a little bit, but that's a Enzo promo for you. It was still pretty good.
Yeah, he showed really passion in that promo, though. I mean, yeah.
But Cass, new look a little bit, not new gear, but his tights have some kind of different symbol on it. I forgot what it said on it, to be honest with you. And
Queens or something like that.
And new theme music. So before we touch on the match, Justin, Dave, I'll go first with Justin. Thank you for all the hearts. The hearts are the best. Appreciate that. What did you think of Cass's new theme music?
I liked it. I liked it a lot. It was pretty good. And as far as the match is concerned, I mean, I think we all knew Cass was gonna win. I mean, I think that was kind of a given. And me personally, I kind of hope they do Cass like how they had Diesel as a heel, like back in like '95, whenever it was. If he could be like a Diesel type heel like that, I think that would be pretty good for him.
Yeah, I'm wondering how they're gonna work.
It's interesting.
Because I think honestly, I mean, Cass had his times where he had good promos, but for the most part, it was more Enzo carrying the tag team on the promo side. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be interesting to see where they go with Cass. What about you, Dave?
I guess it was okay. It was nothing that really stood out. I think you will talk about the match or just the music.
Both.
Okay, and I think for the promo goes, I think it was awesome promo. I mean, Cass might have won the match, but freaking Enzo is becoming a superstar right now with the crowd and everything. He's getting, even though Cass did get some faded asshole chants, but you know what? Enzo is really getting over big time with this. I think more than Cass is.
Right. And do you think, because I had the question about Enzo going to 205, but do you guys think Enzo is too big to go on 205? Meaning, is he too popular with the fans to have him on 205, a show that isn't even on live TV or it's on after SmackDown, and he won't be on Raw as much? It's aren't on Raw as much. So, what do you guys think? Do you think he's too big? I know he weighs 206. He can't go, but he could lose a pound easily. What about you guys? You think he's too big for 205?
I got to say yes.
Okay.
I mean, I don't see him being on 205 live. And now, if he leaves, that's going to leave Raw without another star. So, I mean, if he's not on.
Now, my question to you, before we move to Dave, do you think Enzo would make 205 a little bit more watchable?
I don't honestly think so because he's not. I mean, he doesn't do all that. Even though they don't do all the high flying stuff, he doesn't really do stuff like that. So that's what I expect when I watch the match on the cruiserweight division.
Okay, Enzo would be great in 205. Okay, all right. Some people in the chat would think he should be good in 205. What about you, Dave?
Yeah, I agree with Justin. I just don't think he fits 205 Live at all. I mean, I just don't. If he goes to SmackDown, fine. If he stays on Raw, I think he would be fine on Raw. I don't think this rivalry is over yet, so we'll see more. But I mean, I was kind of surprised. I thought Enzo might actually win on this pay-per-view, and possibly, then Cass gets the big win at the big pay-per-view. Now it makes me wonder are they going to give Enzo the win at SummerSlam over him?
He makes money. Yeah.
It makes you wonder.
Yeah. Do you think maybe? So you think this feud continues? A lot of. I know Catino said because I asked on Twitter what's next for Cass, and he said Big Show. So do you think?
I mean, but I think Enzo's going to be like one of those guys. He keeps beating him up, but they played that up too, where Enzo wouldn't stop coming back and coming after him.
Mm-hmm.
So Enzo wouldn't stop. He's going to be one of those guys, and
Tony wouldn't be wearing that shirt. Maybe, yeah, true point. I'm sorry, Dave. Go ahead.
They have a chance to have like a super underdog with Enzo right now. I mean, he's like one of those guys out of nowhere who is becoming this huge star overnight. But he was popular, but not like this.
Yeah.
Do you think this was the right move, having Cass win like this?
I don't. The way everyone kept booking against, Enzo has no shot. Everyone kept saying it. I was thinking, like, what if they did like a Bret Hart Diesel finish, which people don't know what I'm talking about. It was a world title match, and Bret Hart gave Diesel a small package and beat him.
Okay. Yeah.
For the title. So that's what I was thinking. I was like, I'm sure you got it when I mentioned that, but
yeah, and someone even mentioned it on there. Funny because said that what's his name, Jimmy Cordenas or whatever, the former referee. He said that they shouldn't have went with that finish, or that they went with the right one. So I mean, I'm not sure.
Finish. I think it would have been smart because then you have a guy like Enzo who shouldn't win. He small packages Cass to beat him 1, 2, 3. That would have been smart. He got caught. That would have made Cass even more furious.
Right. Yeah, he would have been, because he could have maybe attacked him afterwards. Then maybe you have Enzo out for a while, maybe turns up back up around SummerSlam time.
That's a possibility too.
But yeah, Cass gets the easy win over Enzo, and we'll see, I guess, tomorrow night what happens with those two. Thank you for all the hearts. Yes.
You know what I wonder about that? I wonder how much of Enzo's script is actually scripted. I mean, man, because this seems like he
I
goes
don't
off.
think any of it is. I'm sure he has to run it by them a little bit. Cass versus Big Show SummerSlam match. That's a possibility. I'm sure he runs it by them, but I'm pretty sure most of it's on the top of the head.
It seems like it goes like boom, boom, boom. Like it doesn't seem like they would write that for him.
Cass is going to be good. I surely hope so. This is Get the Tables podcast, episode number 73. We're live every Tuesday night. We appreciate all y'all guys join.
What did you think of? What did you think of the match? I mean, did you Cass side? I felt like it kind of came off kind of flat a little bit. He came off a little flat to me. Cass didn't really seem like a monstrous heel.
Not too much. The only thing really that he did monstrous was the throw out of the ring.
I guess maybe he's trying to just still feel it out. I guess maybe.
Let Enzo challenge Neville. Yeah, a lot of people think Enzo should go to 205. Maybe make 205 better.
I mean, Neville's not, or Enzo is not a cruiserweight. At least the class these guys are.
Right. I see what your point is, and I can see what their point is, because he could make 205 better, a little bit more watchable, in a sense of where, his promos and stuff like that. But he will be missed on Raw if he did go to 205. I haven't heard any rumors that he is or not. So
he would still be on Raw because 205 Live is part of Raw.
Yeah, but the wrestlers aren't on Raw every week. Sometimes they're not even on at all, and they're in like 5-minute segments sometimes.
So here's an interesting question right now, real quick: have the 205 cruiserweights become like the new divas?
No, get out. No.
You know what? Because they're like 5-minute segments and stuff like that.
No.
The short matches on Raw, because they're really treating them like that, I think.
But sometimes they're not all short matches. Sometimes they are. But I see what you mean there, though. Third match of the night was the Iron Man match, and wow, this match was pretty damn good.
It was.
The finish of it was pretty unique. I didn't even know Cesaro was the legal man.
I didn't either, honestly.
When he see, Panama Zach agrees with you, Dave. So you make some people do agree with you. I can't lie. Your Divas comparison. The Iron Man match was probably my match of the. I don't know if I want to say that. It was really good. Really good, and the finish. It started kind of off slow. It started picking up at the end of the. I guess the last 15 minutes of the show match.
Yeah.
It really picked up. Oh, Texas Kid agrees with Dave. Holy shit. It was match of the night. Okay, a lot of people think it was. Some people. We've got one guy that thinks it was the match of the night. That's cool. All right. So, Dave, what did you think of the match? And what's next for the Hardys since they lost tonight?
I have no idea. I thought the match was good, about halfway through. So, I mean, I was really surprised. I actually liked the match.
What was that? You kind of were breaking up.
Okay. I said I was really surprised. I liked the.
You were really surprised you liked the match, really?
Yeah, because I wasn't really looking forward to this match at all.
Okay.
So
fair enough.
I thought, because I even said it last week, I believe. This is one of the matches I hear less about, and I was really into the match. I thought it ended up being really good. This match was way better than that cage match at Extreme Rules.
Matt looked broken after the match. It's happening.
Yeah, that was crazy. That spot, I was like, holy shit, that's a lot of blood.
It was a lot.
Eyebrow. And then that look, that look that he gave, so maybe they try to hook that in there a little bit, But
and that was their first actual loss in a match. They've lost, count out, stuff like that. This is actually.
I've seen some people complaining.
They lost by pinfall.
I see someone say Cesaro cheated. They all cheated to win. They should be stripped of the titles. That's what someone said.
No. What about you, Justin? What did you think of the match tonight?
I thought it was really good. I kind of wanted to see where he got busted open. I don't know if it was the uppercut by Cesaro. But I really didn't pay, so I don't know how he got busted open.
I just know when after the match was over, when he was
He was laying on the side of the ring.
Yeah, he was busted open pretty big.
I know. I was like, is he bleeding? It's like, holy crap, he is. Oh wow.
He gets it was a real big gash above his right eye, like right above his eye socket. So I don't know. He must have got hit right at the right time at the right spot. I don't know, but yeah, that was a shitload of blood. But the match itself was really good. I would say it's the match of the night. I mean, I don't.
Wow. Okay. All right. I'm surprised to hear that. Okay. What do you think is next?
They'll get a rematch, I'm sure, because there's not really that many tag teams left on Raw. I mean, I don't even know who the hell there is. Honestly.
They never use them. That's Raw's biggest problem. They only use the number one contenders and the champions. That's all they ever use.
I mean, the club is never used, so they're not going to be in it, I'm sure.
You got the Revival who's back wrestling on the main event, but they're still back.
Slater are next. Yeah, maybe. You never know. Still waiting to find out how Slater won. Yeah, that was a screw up. But yeah, the Hardys lose. I'm not sure what's next for them. Rematch, maybe. I don't know. I mean,
people want to see. Been saying they want to see that, so maybe they go that route.
Yeah, maybe we see a side feud. Maybe they go a different route. Maybe the Revival come out and challenge them. I don't know. We'll see. Tomorrow night on Raw. I don't know if they've finalized their suit yet, so they can actually use the Broken Hardy gimmick yet. So we'll see in the next couple of weeks, I guess. The next match was the women's title match.
I was just curious, who is another face team besides the Hardys on Raw? I can't even think of one.
I can't either. I don't know.
What's another face?
Sheamus, Triple H connected on like Star, maybe Enzo. What? Don't forget, Sheamus has a film. He is leaving for a while in September. Yes, that is true. That's why a lot of people thought they were going to lose tonight.
Well, look at Brock. He's not there. He's still champion. So
right. So Sasha on Challenger to pick up a win. So yeah, women's championship match. Sasha Banks, Alexa Bliss ends in a count out. Alexa Bliss gets counted out on purpose. I thought the match was pretty good, even though it ended in a funky way, I guess, with the count out. Sasha Banks ends up attacking her at the end and does their flying double knee off the damn announce table onto Alexa Bliss, which looked like it fucking hurt.
Yeah, you could tell. Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Yeah, it almost landed straight on her face. Then she attacked her up to the stage and beat her up a little bit more. So I'm guessing this feud is going on further, maybe at SummerSlam. We get the proper rematch. Maybe they have some sort of gimmick match. So we'll go with you first, Justin. What did you think? That was real heat. Yeah, of course. Alexa Bliss got the real heat tonight with the count out. I like that. I didn't mind the finish. But what about you, Justin?
I did not like the finish, actually. I mean,
okay.
I get she's a heel. She's going to cheat to win. But why go through a tournament? Why do all this bullcrap? And then to have her lose like that on a pay-per-view. It just does not make sense. I mean, it makes sense, but it's just stupid to me. And
right, I get you. Okay, fair point.
They're going to fight again tomorrow. Sasha's probably going to win and have a short reign like she's had in the past, like a month or two, and then lose it again.
Or what if maybe she has a match with her tomorrow to get a rematch?
That's what I'm saying. Well, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm glad Alexa Bliss is still a champion, and I hope she keeps it for a while. But I mean, I don't know. Just the countouts on a pay-per-view is just stupid.
Yeah, Reigns almost kills Strowman. You read that right. You see it in the title. He almost killed Strowman. All right. Fair point. You make a valid point about the whole tournament and then anything like this. I 100% agree with you on that. What about you, Dave?
Well, I got a grievance because I think Justin is reading my notes. Because I feel almost exactly the same way. I thought the match was better than I thought it would be. And I'm not a big fan of countouts either because if you're going to do them on TV, don't do them on a pay-per-view.
Exactly. That's my point. Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I get why they did it. It makes sense, but I'm just afraid that it's going to be another one, like you just said, Justin. It's going to be Sasha's going to win it on Raw, or again, another one of those Sasha wins the title back on Raw. I mean, it just seems like it's going to be the same thing again. It's just kind of annoying.
Maybe rumor, but there's real beef between them. I think that's a rumor. So your thoughts of this? So you're thinking Alexa Bliss and Sasha Banks wrestle tomorrow night. Banks wins, and then leads to Alexa Bliss's rematch at SummerSlam. Is that what y'all think?
SummerSlam is a while away yet, so it could easily be on a Raw in a couple weeks or something like that. But
I mean, they may save it to. I'm pretty sure they're going to save it to SummerSlam.
Match at SummerSlam, even if she wins it, so it won't be just like AJ and Owens. There's still going to be another match. But it was funny how everyone kept blowing up like crazy about how, Alexa Bliss, her arm and all that.
She's done that before.
Exactly, with Becky Lynch on SmackDown, she did the same thing.
Yes.
It's like they never watched SmackDown or something.
Yeah, well, I mean, I understand what you mean, but they have to do that shit. I'm sure they.
I once thought the Banks as a heel. She's so much better as a heel too.
I didn't mean WE. I meant people on Twitter. They were just going like crazy about it.
Okay. Fair point.
People on Twitter. I'm like, really? It's like we've seen this before. It's nothing new.
Yeah. Thank you all for all the hearts tonight. Appreciate that. Almost at 200,000 hearts, and we really appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Unlike, I think Sasha and Alexa Bliss do have really good chemistry in the ring. They had a good match. So
yeah, they had a good match. Yeah,
chemistry together. So, yeah, I mean, it kind of reminds you of the Bayley and Sasha chemistry they had in NXT. So they have really good matches.
Oh yeah.
Before we move on to the next match, one match that was supposed to be on the pay-per-view wasn't, and it should have been on the pre-show, and that was Goldust versus R-Truth. That match was not on the pay-per-view tonight.
I thought it was. I couldn't remember if I just misheard it. I thought it was.
It was supposed to be, wasn't it?
It was supposed to be on the pay-per-view, and Goldust and R-Truth was not on the pay-per-view.
You know what I like that they did tonight, though? They used video packages that they didn't use before, so they really did a good job with that tonight.
I'm not sure why it wasn't. No, someone asked why not. I don't know why the match wasn't on there. I guess they were just cut it off.
They probably want to go. They're going to go longer. They probably figured.
Got replaced by Slater match. Yeah, looks like it. No shit. All right, next match, IC title match: Miz versus Ambrose. Miz and his entourage. What's his name? Alice with his new haircut. I mean, not new haircut, no beard. He's looks like
Axl Rose,
Bret Michaels or whatever, Axl Rose. Those guys. He looks like a rock star. I mean, I don't mind it. He's actually getting used finally correctly, or not correctly, but he's actually finally getting used.
Period.
Yeah. So we'll go with you first, Justin. What did you think of the Intercontinental title match between Dean Ambrose and The Miz? And do you hope this feud and these two are actually done with forever?
Yeah, the match is okay, in my opinion. I mean, and I do hope they're done, but I don't know who you can move Miz onto now. I mean, I don't want to see them fight again for a long time.
Do you maybe who would be next in line for an IC title shot? That's
a good question.
Yeah, because right now I could say Balor, but it seems like Balor is in a feud right now with the with the Drifter, Elias Sampson. So
yeah.
I'm not sure. What about you, Dave?
I don't think the match is that good. I was actually kind of bored with it. And I love about the whole Miz, the entourage thing. Yeah, I mean, Bo is weird because Axel looks like he should be, in the entourage. He dresses like the part, but then it's like Bo dresses like completely someone different. So it's really odd.
Yeah, he is like the outcast of the entourage.
It's weird. Speaking of outcasts, social outcasts, but still, I digress. But yeah, I mean, it was weird. And the match to me, it was like too obvious who was good. It reminded me of a Rollins with J&J security match where it's like over everyone just getting involved in the match. It was just like one of those okay. It was just really kind of obvious who was going to win this match.
Yeah. I mean, fair point. I mean, I think everybody coming in here knew that The Miz was going to win.
I thought maybe Ambrose had a chance to win. I didn't know it was going to be like 4-on-1 for him to have even a chance to win. So.
Right. Okay, before we move on.
I hope this feud is done too. I'm so sick of it. From SmackDown to Raw, I'm just sick of it.
Slater is next for Miz. I wouldn't mind a Slater and Miz feud. I wouldn't mind it. That would be interesting.
Who would think Slater would win, though? That's the thing.
I mean,
right, true. That is a good point. Is he actually a credible?
It's 0-2 so far in this pay-per-view.
I'm sorry?
The Shield is 0-2 so far in this pay-per-view.
Yes, you are correct. Okay, before we move on to the ambulance match, I wanted to ask you guys a question that I forgot to ask you versus with the Cass and Enzo. Who wins a singles title first, Cass or Enzo? We'll go with you first, Dave.
Ooh, that's a good one. Well, I guess it depends. I guess. I mean, how far they push, because I really don't see Cass winning the IC title, and Enzo could easily form a tag team and become tag champion. How funny would that be if Enzo and Big Show became a tag team and they won the tag titles?
That could definitely happen.
I mean, that's awesome,
so I could see Enzo doing it because Enzo could team with Big Show and then you could write off Sheamus into the sunset. And it could.
Carmella. I guess that's a good question. Yeah, you can add Carmella. Title first, Carmella, Enzo, or Cass.
Probably Carmella. It depends when they give it to her. I don't know. That's a good question. But for Raw, I think Enzo would win the title first.
I can agree with that.
Because I think then Cass would get super mad that him and Big Show won the tag titles, and then Cass couldn't. So that would be another thing to add to it. You could say
Enzo and R-Truth as a tag team.
I know what he's doing. Remember K-Quick and Road Dogg?
Yeah, I mean, it would work. I mean, in a way, it would. I mean,
team up Goldust and Big Cass in like a tag team feud on Raw or something.
Yeah, Vince loves big guys. Cass will get a push. Yeah, most likely. But who like? It's crazy to think that a year from now, from last year, Carmella is in a better situation than Enzo and Cass.
That's interesting, yeah.
It's crazy. She's the money in the bank and can cash it in whenever, and she's most likely going to win the title. So, I mean, that's crazy. Cass already said he could beat Brock on Raw Talk.
Oh, please.
I don't know. Let's see Cass go up against Strowman. Let's see that.
Cass, I think this is a better word for Cass tonight. He looked lost in that match.
Okay.
He just looked lost. Like he's like I was listening to a podcast, and they with Charlotte. She said it's so hard to go from heel to face. It's probably the same way it's hard to go from face to heel because you really don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll once he gets his boots a little bit more wet. I'm sure he'll get better at it.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Let's go to the Strowman and Reigns match. And you see in the title I wrote, Reigns almost kills Braun Strowman. Well, technically, he almost did. Even if you want to say, well, because of what he did, the car wreck. Even though, huh?
None of the wrecks were even in there. Come on. You think Reigns and Strowman were both driving that or in the ambulance? None of them were.
I honestly think Strowman was in there. I don't think he actually freaking. I mean, he could have been. I mean, they may have. I don't know.
There was probably like a secret compartment in there or something.
Who knows?
I think that's the Hardy Boys thing where they did the whole, you saw ambulance backing up. It was like videotape when they went to the back.
Yeah, but regardless, what happened tonight, he almost killed him. Regardless if Reigns wasn't in there or not, he almost killed him with the ambulance crashing into the back of the 18-wheeler truck. The match itself was pretty damn good. Reigns loses by trying to spear Strowman into the ambulance, and he misses. And
I thought that was pretty funny.
I was like, "Oh, sweet, he lost," but you wouldn't know he lost. I mean, shit.
Well,
Reigns just killed.
He just broke out
the
back of that bitch and killed. Yeah.
Reigns freaking becomes
he killed his win.
I don't know about killed his win. I think that was him being sore loser. I mean, how does that kill Strowman's win when he comes out of the ambulance and he's walking it off?
No, I meant, okay, that part I'm not talking about. I'm talking about just the win in general. I'm not talking about what happened after, but the whole thing where he runs out of the ambulance, spears him into the ambulance, and throws him in and drives off with him. It was just kind of like, man, you just destroyed the guy's credibility from that win from beating him.
I didn't take it that way.
Like
I take it more of Reigns being a fucking sore loser and attacking Strowman after the end of the match because he's tired of losing.
Strowman did the same thing to him, though, so it's kind of payback.
Yeah, but Reigns can't beat Strowman. It seems like he can't get rid of Strowman. No matter what he does, he can't get Roman We'll talk about that. He can't get Strowman out of his sight. And he thought probably doing this shit would have done it. He gets out of the ambulance and walks it off.
I'm sure they're gonna do something on a Raw coming up where Reigns.
Yeah, so like, what's next? And like, that's I don't know.
I'm sure they're gonna do something on Raw with Strowman because now they're even.
They are even. Well, jeez. Someone asked, "Is this a double turn?" Because I don't know. He did get booed. I mean, Roman always gets boos. I mean,
yeah, that's his deal. Yeah.
Strowman getting up and walking off just made him look like more of a monster. Yes, of course. I agree with you on that.
I'm sorry, I just didn't like the fact how they did that because I think they should have let the ambulances go off and let Strowman have his victory over Reigns. Instead, they had.
Yeah, but here's my question. Here's my thing to you. Reigns wasn't beaten up. He didn't get thrown in there. He fucked up and tried to spear him into the ambulance. So I can understand him coming out of the ambulance and attacking him. It's not like Strowman beat the shit out of him, grabbed him, threw him in there, and then Reigns got out of the ambulance and beat him up. Then that's a little bit different.
Yeah, I guess.
It's more.
I think like just having Strowman get thrown in the ambulance and drove it off. It just make it seem like so Reigns won the match because he just took him and threw him there and just took off with it. It just seemed more like that instead of letting Strowman have the victory.
That's some bullshit with a savage match. This is a clear heel turn for Roman. I don't know. I feel
How's it a heel turn? Strowman did the same thing to Reigns. It's not really a heel turn when he just went back and did the same thing. So how's that a heel turn? It was just payback.
Roman kind of looked at the camera before he did it. Yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of people said it was a double heel turn, a double turn because if does a face really do that after you lose? I mean, he's being a sore loser.
You gotta go. He probably took it to this. No way I'm gonna take this guy, get him off my back, and if I go to the extreme limit and take him out. You know.
Yeah, but you're saying that. I don't get that because now you're saying that, but then you're saying that he killed his win.
Yeah, I think he did, but I also say the other side of it too, though. I think he did. It did kind of hurt him winning the match by just having Reigns just destroy him.
Okay, so if Strowman came out and did that to Reigns, would it have destroyed Reigns' win?
No, because Reigns is the most pushed guy.
How does that make any sense? That makes no sense.
I just want this feud over with. I'm tired of it already.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. It's time to move them on. I'd rather see Strowman face other people. Same with Reigns. I'm sorry?
I don't think they're going anywhere. I think they're going to keep going with this. So.
No, yeah, they're definitely not going anywhere with this anytime soon. I mean, like you said, SummerSlam is it's like a month away still, so we could probably see these guys facing each other on Raw pretty soon. Who knows? All right, main event time. Samoa Joe, Brock Lesnar. Do we even need to touch on the Heath Slater match? No. That was kind of shitty of them not showing the ending of the match, though.
Do you guys like how they did that, where they showed them trying to get the ambulance open and all that? You like that?
I think that was stupid. They should have just kept the cameras in the back the whole time. Why even have a match?
You know, it seems something would happen on Raw.
I don't know, man. I thought that was. I have different opinions on that tonight. I thought that was pretty. I liked how they did it. I mean, they put them. I understand where Justin's saying they should have just kept the cameras in the back, but I guess they put them. I know they put the match on for the stall for the fire truck to get there. Obviously.
Yeah, because Kurt Hawkins said, "Oh, I was sitting in catering, and they said go to the ring or something like that on Twitter."
Yeah, because they didn't want to do the split shot during the world title match. Yeah. That's why. So, I mean, I totally understand why they did it.
Yeah, I liked it. That was
kind of shitty they didn't show the ending of the match, but it is what it is.
Did anyone care about who won, how they won? About Slater?
No, probably not. Not in that match. No, not at all.
Rock and Joe and things like that. I mean, come on.
Right.
Overall, it was really good though. The Strowman and Reigns is a really good match. Whether you like the finish or not.
Yeah. Good. They booked Samoa Joe as a real monster tonight. Yes, they did. Let's touch on the main event tonight. Samoa Joe, Brock Lesnar. Samoa Joe attacks Brock before the match even starts, throws him through a table. Pretty much dominated a lot of the match, but got caught slipping. Finally, got the F5 and got beaten. Joe should have won. Yeah, a lot of people thought Joe might win tonight. We had no title changes tonight, which is an odd thing to see.
Very interesting, yeah.
But but Dave, what was that?
I'm saying not really because it's not a big pay-per-view.
Yeah, but not one title change.
Change the title, it's going to be at one of their bigger pay-per-views, especially when this is just some crappy pay-per-view anyway.
You cannot tell me you didn't think the Hardys were going to win.
Oh yeah, I did, but I'm not surprised none of the titles changed hands. I picked the Hardys to win the title. I think I picked.
Right, so that's why I'm shocked that no titles changed hands. Like I thought the titles were going. I thought at least the tag titles.
Yeah, I wanted them to, but I'm not surprised that they didn't. Because
I see a lot of people I see that complaining. How did they had one F5 take Samoa Joe down? But you forget he took how many suplexes did he take?
Like 4 or 5, 3 maybe.
People are missing the big picture of this. They really are.
And what's the big picture, Dave? You tell me.
Samoa Joe dominated Brock Lesnar. Who has Brock Lesnar sold that well for since he's been back in the W? Nobody. Brock Lesnar has never got beat down like that in a match by anyone.
Goldberg.
Well, he didn't. He only took one move for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I mean, he actually went out and sold on some. Brock, and they made Samoa. Brock barely beat Samoa Joe. It was like Brock's first UFC match when he got caught by Frank Mir in a hold. It was kind of similar to that. I thought about it like that. He got caught in a submission. Well, Joe got caught really quick and got pinned really fast, and that's what it was.
Here's my thing. Before I ask you, Justin, one F5, shaking my head. Yeah, I thought that too. I thought maybe more than one F5 should have done it, but I still think Joe still looked like a damn monster. Damn it, I lost that. That lost my question. Go ahead, Justin. What did you think of the match? I'll think of it.
It was good. I'm kind of disappointed there was only one F5. I know he took 3 or 4 suplexes and whatnot, but he was in the Coquita clutch for a couple minutes, and then Brock picks him up and F5, boom, you're done. So I mean, it's like, I don't know. It was a good match, but the ending was kind of off. But I see the long picture though.
Now Joe will be on the pre-show again facing Enzo. Oh man, no. Joe just had to put his boots and then he would have gotten tapped out. Yeah. Here's my question. Was this the closest you felt to Brock losing the title?
No.
Okay.
I would say yes, because even Heyman, everyone was giving Joe credit and saying they were scared of Samoa Joe. So Samoa Joe became an even bigger star from this match and this rivalry than he was before. So he's the top heel on, probably the top heel on Raw right now.
Okay, fair point. Okay, so overall, this time, first time he's defended the title. Yeah, since he won it back, right?
Oh, that's what he was saying, because you asked us, was this the first time we thought?
Oh, yeah, good point. Yeah, that was probably a dumb question. Yeah. You could
I just couldn't remember the last time Brock sold this much against somebody, like in a decent, about 10-minute match.
Yeah, that is true. He did look pretty beat up at the end. Samoa Joe looked pretty pissed.
Well, people were complaining that Joe didn't sell the F5 and he got right up from it after he got beat.
Yep.
Gosh. People will find anything to hate on about something, but I thought how long does Brock keep it? What do you guys think? You think he holds it after SummerSlam?
Yeah, I say Royal Rumble. Just I don't know why, but
okay, he loses at Royal Rumble. Brock will lose to Roman at WrestleMania until Mania. A lot of people think until Mania.
In SummerSlam, he's getting the title shot, so.
Survivor Series. That's interesting. Mania. Joe is really good. I think he should have won. Yeah, I think a lot of people wanted Joe to win, and I think one day, hopefully, he will. He can definitely carry the company.
I think Joe should get another title shot because I think with this rivalry alone, Joe proved that he could stand toe-to-toe with Paul Heyman on the mic, and he proved that he could go right with Brock, and they had a really good match. And they could have went even longer.
Roman wins at Mania, fortunately. Joe gets rematch at SummerSlam. I hope, man.
Well, Roman did say he's challenging the winner. So, I mean, I don't know if that's true or not, but
it's going to be interesting how they play that off, especially since Roman lost. And someone put on here in the chat room, and I forgot to mention it, the look on Kurt Angle's face after Reigns got out of the car and he was walking out. Angle looked at him so like what the fuck? That shit made me laugh so much. Like,
yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah,
Angle has been Angle has been perfect since returning to his general manager role. But yeah, that's our wrap up tonight. What did you think out of 1 out of 5? You guys in the chat room and Justin and Dave, what would you give the pay-per-view tonight? 1 being shitty, 3 being average, 5 being pretty damn good.
A 3.
All right, Dave.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, probably a 3. Probably
A soft 3. A lot of 3s in the chat room. 3, 4. Okay, 3.5. I'm surprised you put a 4. The Architects, especially since Rollins lost. 3 out of 5. 3.5. Okay.
I think the Hardys match, and I think the Ambulance match is probably 2 of the better matches on the card. Probably the 2 best.
So who was y'all's match of the night?
Okay, you said the Iron Man match, correct, Justin? That was your match of the night?
Yes.
Well, that's tough.
I think my match of the night was the main event.
I would concur because that's the match I most wanted to see out of this whole damn card. So even though Joe lost, I still thought it was a good match. And
I think I was worried that how they were going to portray. I thought, a lot of people thought it was going to be a squash match and all that stuff. I just think the way they handled Joe and the way they made Joe look tonight was just absolutely fantastic. And the pay-per-view, I would give it a 3.5. I thought I definitely came into the pay-per-view with low expectations, even though it was a pretty stacked card.
I mean, I completely agree with you. I mean, I did the same thing. I was like, man, this pay-per-view is going to be shitty. I only want to see one match. And it actually turned out to be pretty good.
To be match of the night. How was that? That makes no sense.
What was?
It's all what you enjoy. I mean, if a match is 2 minutes, I mean, a lot of people like the Goldberg and Lesnar match.
Joe and Brock was not 2 minutes. That was at least 10 minutes long.
This match was like 8 minutes long.
Okay, 8 minutes. And it was still one of my favorites because how they portrayed Joe. Because honestly, like you said, I thought he was going to come in and get suplexed 10 times and F5, match over. That's what I thought it was going to be. Not Joe actually dominating Brock the whole match.
It was 6 minutes, really? I mean, it seemed longer. Someone asked a good question. Do you think they keep this pay-per-view name?
Yes.
I hope not, but whatever. I think it's terrible.
See, someone put it was longer. It was not 6 minutes long because they went over 10 minutes. I mean, they went over 10 o'clock. I know that, at least my time. No, it was 6 minutes and 37. Oh, God. Jesus. Now we're getting all specific and shit. Bell to Bell was 6 minutes. Okay. Enjoyed it.
Yeah, I liked it too. Joe was made a star.
Yeah. So we want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. We had over 169 total viewers tonight. We appreciate all y'all coming in here and dropping by and throwing out those hearts. The hearts are the greatest things in the world. So the more of the hearts, the better. The follows and the shares on Twitter are the greatest. We appreciate that as well. Anything you came out of this pay-per-view before we ended tonight's show, Justin?
That's a good question. I have no idea. I don't know. I didn't expect much of it, so I guess I don't know.
Was it better than expected?
No.
Wow. Okay.
I thought it was gonna. I thought it was gonna be a lot better than what it was, honestly.
Wow.
For what the card looked like, I thought it was gonna be a lot better.
Okay. Okay. All right. That's a fair point. I agree with you on that. For being a stacked card, he thought it was going to be better, and it didn't live up to it. I see that point. What about you, Dave? Anything you come out of the pay-per-view?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was going to be a lot worse than what it was. So, I mean, Extreme Rules I thought was a pretty terrible pay-per-view. So, I mean, this pay-per-view was probably their best one they've had for Raw. I mean, I was like, wow. I mean, this was a really good – I thought it was a good pay-per-view. And the two things I came out too was I thought Enzo came off like Raw like a star, and I think Joe came out off like a superstar. Those are the two things I took from it. I think Joe really was made tonight as legit. I was even having concerns like, is Heyman gonna turn on Brock? I mean, that even crossed my mind a little bit because it's like interesting because it seems like the seeds are almost there for Joe and thinking Joe and Heyman as like a team would be freaking awesome.
That would be definitely interesting.
Let's hit up any questions in the chat room before we end tonight's show. Any questions tonight? We'll end it in about 5 minutes. Any questions? And then we'll be back Tuesday night live. Oh, wait.
No, we won't.
Let's touch on that real quick. Tuesday night SmackDown Live is here where I live. It's in San Antonio, Texas. So Justin and I are going to SmackDown Live. Here's my question to you guys. Should we do a late podcast? Probably would just be me and Dave. Should we do a late podcast on Tuesday night, or should we do one on Wednesday night? It's up to you guys. I'm not sure.
I would say Wednesday because I definitely won't do it Tuesday. That's for sure.
Okay, I would stay up. Yes. All right, we'll see how things go and how late I get back, and just do it on Wednesday. All right, we'll just do it on Wednesday. Do it live from the arena. That'll be a little bit difficult. You guys are Central Time, yes. If I get back at a reasonable hour, maybe before midnight, we'll do it. If not, probably we'll just do it on Wednesday at the same time. For that,
I have for you guys really quick. Okay, say that it's 205 Live. Will you guys stay for 205 Live if it ends up being Tozawa and Neville for the title?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, if it's not, you're definitely not staying.
I don't know if I would stay for 205 Live because there's
Not one gonna be up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. Right. Well, I mean, we'll see. If not, I don't know. It all depends on how. I don't know. They usually announce the matches. I'm not sure. They do 205, then do a dark match after. Yeah, I know they do a dark match after. Usually, if Nakamura is not on the show, they usually have him on the dark match to satisfy
the fans. The dark match too long because I noticed that they're always 205 Live usually starts in a backstage segment for like 5 or 10 minutes to get ready for the show. So they can't do much of a dark match, you would think.
Oh, probably not.
205 Live is like right after, and they're usually setting up and changing the ring over.
Yep, true. So our usual schedule is Tuesday nights after SmackDown Live, and then we're all also live on Saturday nights with This Week in Wrestling, where we touch about everything. So we appreciate everybody coming in here tonight and hitting those hearts. Any other questions before we end tonight's show? Going to be wrapping it up pretty shortly. I will scope a little bit at SmackDown Live as much as I can. Maybe where we're sitting, maybe an entrance or two, but I'll definitely periscope while we're there. So if you follow me, just be looking out for those, I guess.
So where is it at exactly? Is it at the Spurs Arena?
AT&T Center, yeah.
That's correct, yes. So how long until Strowman gets a title run? Probably not till next year, I think. Yeah, so it'd be interesting. I'm not sure how much of a show up there'll be to SmackDown Live, but we got a nice little turnout. Where did you get that shirt at? I got it in a Loot Crate. So it is a license by the WWE, but you had to get the Loot Crate to get the shirt. So that's why it's probably a shirt you've never seen before. But yeah, we're gonna wrap it up tonight. We appreciate everybody coming in here tonight. We had a lot of the similar faces, even some new faces tonight. So please, if you can, hit that follow button. And a lot of trolls too tonight. Right? That block finger was hot tonight. How come we never hear your kids? They are very well behaved because they're asleep. And I try to keep it down as much as I can. So appreciate everybody coming in here. We'll be live Wednesday night. Wednesday night we'll be live, 10:30 Eastern. Do you guys believe rumors that Vince doesn't like Nia Jax because of her body figure? Do you guys believe that?
No.
Dave?
Because she's a Samoan and he loves the Rock's family. He does. Vince loves the Rock's family.
Vince likes him big. That's what she said. So we appreciate everybody. We'll be live Wednesday night at 10:30 Eastern, and then we'll be live Saturday night at the same time as well. If any other changes happen. Oh, also, we're going to be doing a new show on Thursday nights. Dave is going to be doing it on our Get the Tables Periscope. It's going to be Impact reviews. So if you're interested in that, we'll touch a little bit more on that on Wednesday night. So that's just a little teaser for you guys. But yeah, we'll see you guys Wednesday night. We appreciate everybody popping in. We had a lot of people come in tonight, 183 viewers. Thank you. Hit those hearts, hit those follows, hit those shares. Is there going to be a call-in for SummerSlam? Yes, and a giveaway. Impact blows, though. Then don't watch it. Don't watch the reviews then. Appreciate all the hearts. Thank you, guys. Oh, those are pretty. Little pink and purple ones. Green and purple ones. Those are nice. Thank you, guys. Y'all have a good one. Enjoy SmackDown, Tony. Thank you. Justin's going, too, so wish him a good time, too. T and ass.
Yeah, I'm sure it should be pretty good, hopefully.
Thank y'all for all the hearts. Hit those hearts. Punch me in the face. You know, just imagine you're hitting me in the face, and those hearts will be flying. Yeah, we'll be periscoping from SmackDown. Appreciate everybody coming in here. Justin Zach says good luck with the surgery. We'll let you know whenever that happens. I'm sure it's going to be happening.
Hopefully sometime soon.
Enjoy, Justin. Dave sucks. Wow, the architect has it out for you, Dave. And I don't know. He's just out for you tonight. But yeah, nah, Dave rocks. Yeah, we all. Tony, whoa, holy moly. Panama Zach is out being a savage tonight. But we appreciate everybody coming out. Thank you guys for all the hearts. And we'll see you Wednesday night, 10:30 Eastern. Oh, Dave is always wrong. I don't know about all that. Appreciate y'all guys coming in here. Thank y'all guys. Y'all guys were funny tonight. Thank y'all guys. All right.